continue to disclaim.
Hello guys, that was a very impressive performance in my opinion. I enjoyed.
Thank you.
So first question, how did you find it in general?
It was a bit nerve-wracking, but in the end it was okay, to be honest.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I agree. If you'd like to just give us a quick rundown of the equipment you've used today.
We've got the Novation launch pad and MacBook and a mic.
Yeah, cool, nice. I believe you did use some samples for this, so what kind of samples did you use? Where did you source them, etc.?
We used most of them from BandLab Sounds, and there was one that we used from the Ableton sample pack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Did you have any artistic inspiration for this at all?
No.
No? Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I guess it was an original piece. Is there a name for your song or?
Unknown Places.
Unknown Places. Nice, I like it. So overall, the entire project, from beginning to end, now that the performance is done, how did you find it?
I mean,
I thought it was really fun to make and work together. It was quite cool to like mix our interests and stuff. And
yeah.
What we came up with.
I mean, it's different to anything that we've done before, so.
Yeah, of course. Well, that will conclude the interview. Thank you very much. That was a very impressive performance. Well done, guys. I've gotta call it a day because you ain't no friend of mine. No, no, no. Said I'll leave this place, you have your space and time. Whoa, better off anyway. But I should have seen the signs. I hope you know you ain't no friend. I hope you know you ain't no friend of mine. You can't pretend that we'll be friends, it's the end. I'm gone, I'll brush it off. I've learned a lot in love and loss. Move on. Had fun, but now we're done and I'm doing fine. Never looking back. Miss me now that I'm free and you're left behind. Getting back on track. I'd be the same if I realized I'd be the same as you. I guess that you were one who got there first this time. I've gotta call it a day because you ain't no friend of mine. No, no, no. Said I'll leave this place, you have your space and time. Whoa, better off anyway. But I should have seen the signs. I hope you know you ain't no friend. I hope you know you ain't no friend of mine. I should have known I'd be alone, I suppose. Always. Now we're apart. Don't need a heart, a fresh start. Today I'd be the same if I realized I'd be the same as you. I guess that you were one who got there first this time. I've gotta call it a day because you ain't no friend of mine. No, no, no. Said I'll leave this place, you have your space and time. Whoa, better off anyway. But I should have seen the signs. I hope you know you ain't no friend. I hope you know you ain't no friend of mine. I'm gonna do what I wanna, gonna do it all when I'm gone. This blessing, I've learned my lesson. No one else can have love you've got. But the show, it must go on, even if it is a solo one. I've gotta call it a day, 'cause you ain't no friend of mine. Said I'll leave this place, you can have your space and time. Better off anyway, but I should have seen the signs. I hope you know you ain't no friend. I hope you know you ain't no friend of mine.
Hi, how's it going?
You alright, Ethan?
I'm just here to ask you a few questions about your session today. How did you find performing your session on Ableton and all?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think it went too badly. I mean, like the actual performance on the day, which is the main one that matters. There was a couple of bumps along the road with like, you know, getting everything in time. But other than that, I think we've pulled through quite nicely.
Very nice, very nice. And what technology have you used in your Ableton in your session today?
So we used the launchpad here to trigger our backing instruments in Ableton. We used the Akai LPD8 to sort of change settings on effects throughout, and then obviously there's Ableton itself, but sort of being the centerpiece of the whole equation, really.
And did you use any samples, or what song were you covering today?
Yeah, the song we covered was, I'll take the mic here if you like. The song we covered was Lower Than Atlantis Ain't No Friend, alternative version. Got to get that bit in. We took like the multi-track of the song and split it into 5 different sections, excuse me, and just triggered them as we went along.
Fair enough. Now, overall, as a project, how did you find it personally?
I'd say it was quite enjoyable. I mean, a bit nerve-wracking because I don't particularly perform in front of people, but I know there's not many, but got the audience at home watching. But yeah, it's now that it's over with, I feel like the nerves weren't worth it.
What about you, Will? How did you find it?
Well, I wasn't a particularly big fan, because I'm not a particularly big fan of working with Ableton and technology, but it's not as bad as it was at first.
Well, at least you can say
for
you've
me.
experienced it and you've had a go.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. That concludes
It's all good.
this interview for today.
Hello, Ollie.
Hello.
Hello. Nice performance there. I enjoyed it.
It's dreadful.
Very hands-on, it seemed.
Thanks, sure.
Yeah. So, how did you find the performance itself using all this technology?
It was great. New experience. I've never done anything like this before. I feel like I could have done more, but for what it's worth, I gave it my best try. And it was a good project. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Your best try is all you can give. So
Yeah.
there you are.
Thanks,
Would you
Joel.
like to give me a quick rundown of the equipment that you used?
So this is me,
That is
highly
you.
skilled. You got the launch pad. Basically the control center. Didn't use anything else other than the Akai.
Yeah. What did you map effects on there?
Yeah, but
They didn't.
the
work,
effects did not work.
Okay.
That's
fine.
This is a laptop where the magic happens. I had the effects on, which did not work.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but we start with a cajon type beat, go into 2 bass lines.
Yeah.
The bass on the left is a few semitones lower. It's the same thing, but the difference is noticeable.
Yeah.
They've got 2 completely different vibes, if you know what I mean. Middle section, the main melody, what kind of everything revolved around, like the son of my song.
Yeah.
The bows are everything.
Of course.
Ambient swells, and just to add a bit of something different to the song.
Yeah.
Not even a song, is it? And then 2 kick drums and a rim shot on the snare,
Nice.
just to add flavour.
Yeah. Again, I mean, I was going to ask what samples you used, but you took me through it all, so that was
I got it
saved
from
me a
the
job.
Free Music Archive. I don't know,
that's fine.
like the John Doe of music.
Yeah. Was there any like inspiration behind this piece, or was it just?
No, it was better than every other idea I had.
No,
I
that's-
was
that makes
gonna
sense.
do Thomas the Tank Engine, but got knocked out of my head with a
That's fine.
surprise Free
Yeah.
Music Archive project, which I carried on to complete this task.
Yeah. No, of course. And
Thanks, Joel.
final question, from beginning to end, how did you find the project overall?
Well, at the start, I hated it completely. I couldn't figure out how to quite do it, and I just couldn't do it. But then I kind of got into the vibe of it, and now I'm very interested. I wish I would have had the creative ideas that I have now to use back when I was creating it, because it would have been way better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I said the last one was going to be the final question, but this is. Is this something you'd like to dabble in again?
no.
Okay. Thanks for your time, Ollie.
Thank you.
Thanks for the performance.
No worries.
Give me love like her. So lately I've been waking up alone, pain splattered teardrops on my shirt. Told you I'd let them go. You know I'll fight my corner, and that tonight I'll call you after my blood is drowning in alcohol. No, I just wanna hold you now, and give a little time to me. We'll burn this out. We'll play hide and seek to turn this around. All I want is a taste that your lips allow. Mama, mama, give me love. Mama. Maybe I should let you go. 'Cause you know I'll fight my corner, and that tonight I'll call you after my blood is drowning in alcohol. No, I just wanna hold you now, and give a little time to me. We'll burn this out. We'll play hide and seek to turn this around. All I want is a taste that your lips allow. Mama, give me love. Mama, give me love. Mama, give me love. Mama, give me love.
Hello, Shannon. That was a very enjoyable performance. I like that a lot. Yeah, nice. So, first question I have, same question for everybody. How did you find the performance itself?
I didn't like it. But it was fine.
Why didn't you like it?
It's just scary, but it's fine.
No, I guess. I mean, nerves are kind of natural with
It's
this
fine.
kind of thing, but I think you did well. So, yeah, nothing to be scared about.
Fine.
What equipment did you use?
So I used the launch pad, but I used guitar and I used a MIDI keyboard as well.
Nice. What was the song that you did?
It was "Give Me Love" by Ed Sheeran.
Yep. I'm aware you're a very big Ed Sheeran fan.
Yeah.
So, final question again, same question for everybody. From beginning to end, how did you find the project overall? Like from creating it and the performance itself, just everything.
I actually found it quite difficult just 'cause I struggle with timing and then trying to get there, because I recorded the guitar and the keyboard separately, and trying to get them both in time together was awkward, and then I had to redo it all, and hopefully it worked out.
No, it did. It definitely worked out. You did well. Yes, thank you for the performance and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Uh, hello. That was a nice
Hello.
performance there from you guys.
Yeah, it was ain't too bad.
My first question, again, same question for everyone else. How did you find the performance?
So I came down the stairs and went through the theatre, and it was right here. No,
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I think pretty improvised, but hey ho, on the night when you go, you roll with it, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes you just got to improvise and hope for the best, but this paid off quite well, I'd say.
It is what it is.
Would one of you... Yeah, I like the Lego sounds. It was like a little mic drop at the end. Can you give me a quick rundown of the equipment you used today?
Okay, starting off, we have our Novation launchpad, which is the one you see here, and another one here, which is a mini.
Okay.
We also have our controller, which we use to control effects and volumes and stuff like that.
Nice.
And then we also have our main source, which is our Ableton.
Yeah. And would you just like to let everyone know what the song was that you did today?
We did Them Changes by Thundercat.
Cool. And of course, I mean, you use samples from the song and then use some other samples. Where were they from?
Yeah, we sampled Crash Bandicoot.
Cool.
I think originally he uses Sonic.
Yeah.
And Crash Bandicoot Funny.
Yeah, I agree. It was added a nice bit of a comedic value to
Lego.
the performance. And yeah, of course, the Lego. Yeah. And the final question, again, same question for everyone else. From beginning to end, including the creation process, how did you find the project?
Working with Ableton and creating it, it was very... I mean, doing a performance like this, it was different.
Yeah.
So...
Because you initially were doing something else, weren't you?
I was initially going to just do a live sample, sort of loop. Then we sort of came together and collaborated. And we've came up with this. But
Nice.
we had a couple of timing issues when we first started it, but
Yeah.
I think we sort of figured it out, blended it in nicely, and nobody was none the wiser. So yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Good performance overall. Thank you for your time, boys.
Oh, no worries, anytime, bro.
Thank you very much. that was a nice performance. I enjoyed it. So if we're talking about the performance itself, how did you find it, and what do you think went well?
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I didn't really hear. I could have done it better, but it was all right. You know, it was just a a mishmash of a bunch of samples that I put together, and I thought it went okay.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, considering we're on the topic of samples, where did you source your samples from? What are they?
So they're all like 1975 inspired samples because they're a pretty cool band.
They are.
But they have like a site where you can take samples from them, and then I recreated some of them in Logic, things like that, and then I waxed one to Ableton, and then just sort of created this sort of mishmash of songs, mostly inspired from one of their albums called Notes on a traditional form. So yeah, that was what
Nice.
I did. Yeah.
Well, I guess that covers what your artistic inspiration was, of course.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I heard your little Greta Thunberg speech going on there. That was cool.
Climate change is a cool thing.
Well,
no.
Anyway.
It's not a cool thing.
Yeah. It's probably just a warm thing. So what? Give me a brief run through of what equipment you were using today.
I literally just use a launch pad because I'm technically inept to use anything else. But it took a while to learn it. But yeah, to be honest with you, I just sort of improvised it all. It was just a thing,
Yeah,
I just used the launch pad.
Yeah. So to finish, speaking about the the composition side of everything, how did you find that? Like, how did you find using Ableton and all
It's really hard because Ableton is just not right. Everything's backwards in it. So it took ages to learn it, and then when I finally got over learning it, there's like 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
And then the one thing, I think a limitation with launch pads that is not much like when you've got everything on, that's it. Then it's just little sort of loops, and it's hard to like take things out and put things in again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that answered. It was enjoyable. I thought Ableton was cool in the end. It's okay in the end. It was all right.
Cool. That's nice to hear. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you for the performance.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I thought that was a very impressive performance. Well done. So specifically the performance itself, how did you find that?
Well, it was kind of a rough start. Wasn't really going as planned, but I managed to pick it up throughout the song and just control it overall.
Yeah, I agree. I think you managed quite well. So can you just give me a brief rundown of the equipment that you chose to use today?
This is mostly a launch pad of all of my ideas, from like the drums to like all the strings to the samples. This is mainly all just MIDI projects that I downloaded from Logic. It's just all my ideas and also the samples like from like a very popular song.
Yeah. Nice. So did you have any inspiration behind your performance? Was there any like artistic inspiration that you found anywhere?
Not mainly, but I like listen to producers like Troy Boy from London. He's usually known for making creating like different new songs through different samples, and they're usually very interesting to listen to.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And the last question, how did you find the project overall, including like the creation process down to the performance today? How was it overall for you?
Well, I definitely like the fact that we had to incorporate like newly created ideas and just put it into like one song. What I didn't really like as much is like how we had to use it through Ableton, and we're most of us were fairly new to using Ableton, and it was like kind of difficult to know what works where. But thankfully, I managed to learn throughout the weeks, and just have a good performance overall.
Yeah, no, nice one. Well, thank you for your time and thank you for the performance. It was nice.
Thank you.
Hello, Kieran. Nice performance there. I enjoyed it. So my first question for you is, how did you find the performance itself?
Well, I found it pretty fun to play live. It's definitely different playing in front of a bunch of people than not just in my headphones without people listening.
Yeah.
It was a lot of nerve wracking as well, but I did find it quite easy. I think it went really well.
Yeah.
It was exactly how I rehearsed it, so I'm proud of myself.
Did you practice quite a lot?
Yeah.
Good, yeah. I mean, practice makes perfect, you know what they say. So, would you like to give me a brief rundown of the equipment you chose to use today?
Really all I used was the launch pad. I could have used, what's this? I don't know what they're called.
The little MIDI keyboard.
Like a MIDI keyboard with the like filters or whatever.
I think it went pretty well, but because we couldn't actually get the effects that I'm used to practicing with, it sounded a bit bland live.
Yeah. I mean, you're used to live performances, as you know. You're in a band, of course. Shout out to Hayes. So you're no stranger to live performances, so I think this wasn't too far out your comfort zone.
No.
But would you just like to run us through the bit of equipment that you used?
All I used was a guitar, a loop pedal and an amp.
Yeah.
But I was hoping to get the effects from the amp, but because of technical reasons we wasn't able to do it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, there's always technical problems everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But we adapt, we improvise and we overcome. Was there any inspiration for this, or was this all just...
It was all original, but basically just mainly the 80s style. But like I said, because of the effects, it sounded bland.
Yeah. I mean, was the drum beat that you used sampled? Or
no, it was a preset on the loop pedal.
Okay, cool. That's nice. So from beginning to end, in terms of like creating it and getting used to the equipment, how did you find the project overall?
It was a slow start, but once I got my head around the equipment, it became easier and easier.
Yeah. Well, that's all right then. Well, thank you for the performance and thank you for your time.
Yeah.